Hey, does anybody remember SC5 when this matchup was hilariously easy for Mitsu? I remember.
I remember some things this whole Cover 5.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I played that game for a long time. Now I don't know. Both of them. I mean, Mitsu's ringouts are pretty subpar compared to Yoshi, but you can say that about almost anybody. Just curious to see how Bozo. Wow, an SC5 combo if I ever saw one. I'm curious to see how Bozo tries to deal with the 8-way run defense that Yoshi the Sixth has going on. Guess that punish on the 2-2B, smart. Gotta be worried.
Yeah, similar against like with Mitsurugi against other rushdown characters. Just he feels like he has like the sheer just damage advantage.
But he doesn't have movement advantage for the most part, because sidesteps, if you're able to capitalize on it, it can be very difficult for Mitsu to find an opportunity to start doing stuff. That being said, Bozo is very good at utilizing the backdash to try and get away from that sort of stuff.
I mean, the backdash is definitely a great thing about Mitsu. Definitely one of the best backdashes in the game, challenged by like Cervantes backstep. And it is true that his sidestep is not that great, but like Bozo just makes it work, man. Just has like the timings and know like the frames when he can like step successfully. But that Yoshimitsu ring out coming into play.
Well, it's also, you can kind of tell, it wasn't even necessarily a typical Yoshi ring out. It was significantly more about just the overall pressure. You can tell that it's typical from the guard damage as well, where it seems like Bozo's having a tough time. So it's really just, oh, and that's it.
Yeah, that could be an actual Yoshimitsu ring out.
Wait,
no, it doesn't have the angle.
That's not the right combo, right? Wasn't that like definitely a ring out? Yoshi players, tell me if I'm wrong, but like, I thought that was patented, like, the most obvious kind of ring out that you could get. I guess I was wrong, I don't know. Wow, that, like, combo behind him.
I can only see that, like, the distance that was left, or maybe this is something.
Tried to GI there, ends up eating a lot of... So much of this has been just about wall pressure that Yoshi the Sixth has been able to pull off. Bozo having a hell of a time trying to get out of there. Doesn't feel comfortable trying to do REs. Does a few jumping attacks every once in a while. Those aren't good. Maybe he can try doing some GIs.
The wall pressure on top of the guard pressure in the last couple of moments of that last round, where Bozo was kind of like afraid of the blinking red guard gauge. So probably another example of perhaps he should just like let it break and just go for the wake up guard.
One of the things that Yoshi is getting a lot of mileage out of is just rolling in these situations. And it's like I've been talking about the whole time, and it was this case in SC5. If you're dealing with Soul Charge Mitsu, where he has that fantastic mix-up game where the low is relatively like really unsafe, then you want to be laying on the ground for as long as you can, because it'll dissipate the Soul Charge time, and he doesn't actually get like a true level of a mix-up.
Yeah, and you basically just kind of like force the Mitsu to do like a grounded 1B hit or a grounded 1K hit.
Yeah.
I don't remember if 2K hits grounded or doesn't hit grounded. Okay, so grounded. Yeah, so yeah, like you said, it's pretty important just like lay on the ground and just let that soul charge timer just kind of like dissipate.
So unfortunately, I feel like Bozo got one of the worst things he could have gotten, because he's going to have basically nowhere to run. And I feel like the main way that, just based on the first match that I saw, the main way that I can think of that Mitsu could like win out when it comes to this kind of pressure is to make sure to like back up enough to where you just let the Yoshi player whip a whole bunch. I don't know if he has the space to do it though.
Appreciated that Bozo was able to land the throw on Yoshimitsu's frame advantage.
Well, it also made sense, right? Because in the first game, we saw him do the back from B plus K, and we saw the Yoshi the Sixth blocked. So if you know that he's just going to stand there blocking in a standing mix-up, then you've got a free throw attempt, right?
Yoshimitsu 6 going with the strategy of just like take frame advantage and just like not so much surrender it, but just kind of like using that to block to like bait a bad counter poke from your opponent. But Bozo a little bit top of that at the beginning of the first round. Not sure if it's going to be effective later.
Bozo's having kind of a tough time on that's not out either, huh? I guess I must be wrong about Yoshi ringouts. Maybe they're not all that good. Maybe I'm blind. I really feel like they are, but I don't know. Oh, nice whip punish. I always appreciate a Mitsu who attempts to get sure really early.
Yep, and he has a 12 frame knockdown ready. So that could just be like a block to Dragonfly A or something.
Now he's got the 2 through 6 P plus K. He's got the COTS.
Ooh. Tip range BB.
Oh, tried to go for an even heavier punish. Nice jump kick. But challenges with it yet another button. Now you're probably going to have to stay rolling on the ground, which means that the 3B is going to be guaranteed. Yeah, so very solid Oki game from Yoshi6 there.
Yeah, even if he did stay on the ground, he would have ate that Dragonfly K.
Seems like both of the players have decided to slow the game down a little bit, but the problem is that I feel like, for the most part, Yoshi6's pressure is being significantly more successful than Bozo's.
Yeah, when like it comes to like a fast-paced matchup, it's like you said, it feels like it definitely benefits Yoshimitsu more than Bozo's Mitsurugi, unless Bozo is able to use frame advantage to like get a good like backstep to be a whiff coming from Yoshimitsu. And then
no punish on the. Sorry, no punish on the 1KB. I just thought that was interesting.
Oh, you have so much time.
It was on hit, but still.
Okay, so that's
he was close enough to where Yoshi could probably get like a BB or something.
Like a BB or like a 4B. I suppose there is a threat of just the oh, that's a no, it's not in time.
Gets the punish here, fantastic punish. Trying to catch him rolling. Yeah, now that you have Shura Blade, it's significantly easier to catch rolls for a lot of damage. He's picking up the fact that we're seeing a lot of rolls from Yoshi6 whenever there's potential, like, you know, anytime he can roll to try and make a situation a little bit weird. That's not a ring out either? I don't know, man. I really feel like these are ring outs. I apologize if I'm just being a big doofus, but these look like Yoshi ring outs. Like, am I dumb? Like, am I just being an idiot? I apologize if I'm being an idiot, but okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I have 10 minutes of total playtime on Yoshimitsu, so I can't say for sure.
I'm just going off of what I've seen in the past. That's all I can say.
As someone who has played Boom in many sets and has been wrung out by Boom's Yoshi in many sets, I can tell you Yoshimitsu 6 is definitely not doing the right combos.
Oh, no.
So you feel confident like I do that some of those 2-2-Bs
oh yeah, no, Bozo was dead on multiple occasions.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, he's not going to have to deal with it here, but at the same point, one of the other problems that Bozo's been having is dealing with the pressure.
And it's not just like pressure with like Yoshimitsu's like buttons and mix-ups, but it's also like he's dealing with like the movement coming from Bozo too. Like he's just not letting him move to like get away from the pressure.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like what Bozo wants to do is try... Well, he just needs to be a little bit more successful at dealing with the mix-ups. Oh, see, here we go. He noted that the first time that he saw the 2KB, or the 1KB, sorry, SE5, he saw that the 1KB ended up hitting and there was no punish. So it looks like he was able to figure out that he can probably do that a little bit more. In fact, Bozo isn't really going for lows all that much just in general. He isn't going for 2-2K. He isn't necessarily trying to mix up when they're in close. He's just trying to block it out, which... has its merits, but also could potentially be a lot better.
Well, like Yoshimitsu is just like so like offensive and so like mashy, where I feel like Bozo doesn't have many opportunities to go for lows or throws until the last couple of seconds of that round. So call me a liar, but yeah, just just going more for those lows might just do the trick.
Yeah, 3 things overall that I would say that Bozo can. That Bozo needs to do in order to win this game. Number 1, watch out for the 8-way run 2-2As and 2-2Bs. Number 2, watch out for the rolls whenever he's actually getting pressure. And number 3, try to do a little bit more mix-up-y kind of game once you're in close. Oh, I feel like CE was the way to go there, but hey, he ends up going for a 3-8 to get a standing mix-up off of the 1B. It wasn't like a standing, but it seems like most people will get up in that situation. That's smart.
Yeah, it's kind of a risk-reward, and the reward is that he was able to win that round and keep his meter, but he just kind of lost it anyway because his meter just got interrupted, got eaten by Yoshimitsu 6, and he's going to eat this devastating wall combo. It's going to lead into a Oki situation for Yoshimitsu 6. I don't see a way out for Bozo. That's going to be perfect for Yoshimitsu 6.
Alright, last round, pretty much full meter. So we'll see who can do more with it. Bozo has the perfect amount of meter when dealing with Yoshimitsu, which is basically 2 bars, but not actually 2 bars. I would try to spend bar, like, immediately if I was... Yeah, here we go.
Okay, yeah. He's gonna give him some space. Oh, yeah, he's trying to back up, but Yoshimitsu 6 chases him with the Dragonfly and Soul Charge.
Is that a ring? Oh, yeah, that's a wall. That's gonna be huge. He's got another bar. Bozo doesn't have his second one. Ooh, catching him out of the sky.
Anti-air, no fly zone. Shuts down that
to get his second bar like really quickly. He tried to do the jump, and I understand. Ah, and he doesn't guess